It's a cold autumn morning in the Karoo when I go for a nature walk with Sue Milton at Wilderfontein, just outside Prince Albert. She's an expert on the plant species of the Karoo and co-owns Renew Karoo Veld Restoration with Richard Dean. Renew Karoo supplies indigenous seeds and plants in order to restore land damaged by mining and grazing. On our 2-hour walk, Sue will be telling me about interesting plants found in these parts. This one has an interesting name.
There's a plant called lammerlat, which means a little stick for beating lambs or chivying them along, you know, with shepherding. And it's a bit poisonous, so the insects that feed on it, then they have poisonous skins, and they derive that poison from the milk in the bush. And so birds can't eat these animals.
Some of the plants have medicinal properties.
Used for insect bites, itchy bites, and small burns. It's got a jelly-like liquid, almost like aloe vera gel. You can rub it on your skin. It's sort of slimy but soothing.
If you've ever wondered why Karoo lamb tastes different from any other lamb, here's the answer.
One of them is
Skarbossie
or Anka Karoo, Pensy and Kana. This is the plant that gives Karoo lamb its special taste. So have a smell of it. It's very reminiscent.
The Khoi also use the plant to cure animal hides.
This one here is called ash bush, and the reason is that it was used by the Khoi for cleaning skins. They would collect it dry, burn it into ash, and then rub the ash into the skins to clean it. And later on the colonial settlers did the same thing, but they also used it in soap making, like caustic soda mixed with sheep fat. They'd use this ash. It's called gar.
And for those of you who think cactuses are indigenous to South Africa, think again.
It looks a bit like a cactus, but I suppose you know that South Africa has no cactuses that are indigenous. They all come from the USA and they're all indringers.
Other interesting plant names are hairy nipple and haarspalla. The Karoo is being threatened by hydraulic fracturing, commonly referred to as fracking. Sue's part of the team that successfully campaigned for a temporary moratorium on the issuing of exploration licenses. Test wells in the Karoo can have a devastating effect on the groundwater and have a huge impact on the veld. Sue explains what the companies could do to the land.
This is the bottom of a seabed, full of like pond sludge, full of dead plants and animals, and that's what makes the methane gas that's trapped in the shell. Here it's no longer trapped. So in other words, you can make them hire the use of the roads on your property. You can hire them the place that they actually drill, and you can, in your contract, you can specify the condition in which they leave your land. In theory. But there's a limit. The landowner gets a little something for fixing up the roads or for hiring the small area where the drill is. But in the end, the landowner suffers the loss, and if the water is polluted, the landowner loses the ability to farm because all the water for sheep is groundwater.
The Karoo isn't just a montage of old family farms, sheep and windmills. The veld is a treasure full of wild animals and plants. If you ever have the opportunity, go on a nature hike with someone who knows the veld. You will look at it differently.